What is going on, YouTube land? So I just got a new battery for this thing. Just went and picked it up from O'Reilly's. I'm gonna go ahead and install that, and then I'm gonna wash this thing and start to get it somewhat cleaned up to where it'll be good enough to pull inside the garage. So the battery is in. Let's go ahead and give her a nice little crank. You can see this thing has super low miles. I don't know if it's true. Let me close the door. This thing is just going to continue to be obnoxious. I don't know what's that about. But anyways, so it did not have a check engine light before, and now sure enough, it does have one. Why wouldn't it? So I did run a VCDS scan on it, and I know that like the EGT sensors need to be replaced or just deleted, whatever. And then it's got some other stuff. It's nice to be able to just start this thing on its own. Look at this tacky, stupid head unit. Look at this, it's just in there. Wow. What kind of wiring nightmare do we have back here? Oh, electrical tape. That's good. Wow. Yep. Definitely gonna remove all this stuff. This is why I got it for $2,500, guys. Stuff like this. This, and the headliner, and the check engine light. And look at this. Look at how someone removed this thing. The B-pillar trim is broken all over the place. Like they took it apart like they were an ape. For some reason, none of the little airbag things are there. But hey, something really cool. Check this out. The AC works, and it works well. It is cold. Yesterday, I'm gonna turn this off or down so that, let's see. Yesterday when we were driving around and I was test driving the car, I was pleasantly surprised that the AC works really well. So, and the automatic climate control works. I don't think that the heated seats work. But yeah, I am super happy with this purchase overall. There are little things about it that I'm like, oh, that's really too bad, but it's pretty cool. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm about to go pick up another set of wheels, and then I'm gonna start cleaning this thing because it's gross. My hands are dirty after every time I touch it. Look at this. This is just from touching the inside. Pulled the car in the backyard. Got my pressure washer set up. About to hit it with a rinsey. Not doing any soap or any of that. Just trying to get all this pollen crap and this buildup of like whatever that is. Mold, algae. Maybe I can take some of this stuff off with the pressure washer. Maybe I can take this plastic dip off with the pressure washer. We'll see. She's pressure washed. This clear coat is done. I tried to clean off that that white stuff that was right there. Yep, you can see what happened. And then I tried to clean it off the mirror cap, and the chrome crap just started to peel right off. So I just went ahead and used my pressure washer to get rid of all of that. This stuff, I think I will definitely have to use like goof off or something. And then I kind of got ahead of myself and I started ripping out the stereo wiring, because the stereo is put together with electrical tape, and I hate that, so it's going bye-bye. And then I'm in the process of pulling out the sub wiring and pull the rear seat up to get more access to it. Found a beanie. If anybody wants a beanie, put it down in the comments below. We also have a pen, free of charge. So I wanted to pull the car into my garage so that I could go ahead and start vacuuming this thing and just giving it an overall wipe down, because there's like this oily, greasy residue on like everything. So what I'm trying to do is get rid of the nastiness in this thing so that I can actually be inside this car without wanting to vomit. I'm kind of trying to save this wiring, but not really, because I don't give two poops about it. It does not mean anything to me. But at the same time, I don't like to just destroy stuff, so yeah. I don't intend on ever running a subwoofer in this car. I literally just want to zip around and have fun. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna finish up removing this wiring. This is going somewhere. I need to figure out where that power cable's going. I'm curious about this. Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. Good stuff. Oh, this green cable. Oh, it must be, I don't know. I think it's wired up to the e-brake. It must be for that silliness. Okay. Well, anyways, took out the rear seat as well. Oh, something really funny. I don't think I mentioned it. Something got wet, and I wanted to, oh yeah, like I was saying. Good Lord, I'm all over the place. I wanted to pull the car into the garage and put the key in the ignition, and the alarm started going off. So something got wet and is now very unhappy about it. I made sure not to spend too much time pressure washing around like the door seals and the window seals and all that other stuff, because I don't know what the shape is of these seals. I know that this is super questionable, so I don't know if water is getting in the top part of the rear windshield. But yeah, I really just wanted to pull it into my garage and clean it and take the interior apart, but here I am with a car that won't let me go anywhere because it wants to keep on letting the alarm go off. So have the battery disconnected, probably going to reconnect the battery, try to start it and put it in the garage. Kind of fixed the alarm issue. I just let the car dry out with all the doors open. So something got wet and did not like it. That is my thought process. I could be very incorrect, but who knows? So what I'm gonna do now, after I got that stereo removed, I'm gonna remove all this wrap. I have the sunshade in here because facing directly into the sunlight sucks. You almost can't see because it's so blinding. I took off the stupid wrap off this door. Looks good. I know that wood grain is not everybody's or in everyone's taste, but I don't know, it's pretty cool to me. So I've taken all the wood trim apart. You can see that this is the shifter surround, shift boot surround, whatever you want to call it. This was Plasti-Dip. Luckily, I was able to remove all the Plasti-Dip from there. Had to remove it from this guy. I think it looks pretty good. Luckily, none of the wood trim is damaged. I'm gonna put some conditioner on this boot before I reinstall it. And then I'm gonna leave that out. That'll be the only trim that will be left out of the car. But as you can see, all the wood trim is in good shape. I'll give it to whoever installed it. They did a good job. It looked like some cheapo Pep Boys crap, but they did a good job. But I hated it, so I'd way rather have this wood trim. This wood trim is so much nicer. After a little bit of vacuuming, I've kind of decided that I am not going to remove the seats just yet because the interior still needs a lot more cleaning, but it's not as bad as I had thought. The carpet's in really good shape. I might still take the front seats out. I just may not do it right now. I think I'd prefer to focus on getting the car running better than it is now and boosting all the time. I think the EGT sensors are bad, but that's a different story for another time. I think I will still take these trim bits out. I will sort out the seat belts, and I would still like to do something about the headliner because the headliner is awful. I wanted to take a short break from cleaning and all that other stuff because I had conditioned the seats, and I'll show you all that in just a second here. I wanted to jack the car up and kind of figure out where, like, there are some vibrations at a certain speed, and I'm just trying to isolate that. But anyways, I'm under the car, and boop, there's that. And then this axle is also torn. This axle boot's also torn, and it's throwing grease everywhere. It's really cool. So, kind of taking the interior apart now. I've taken off this cover. I'm like working this off. I don't want to break anything because everything in this car loves to crumble. Loves to crumble. I took this one off because somebody had taken it off before me, and they installed it improperly. Reinstalled it improperly. Same with these upper B-pillar trims. Part of the reason why I'm taking this off is, number one, so that I can clean the area and inspect it. And then I gotta pull this up because some dumbass used this underbody here. Let's see. Right there. You can even see like the imprint of the jack. Maybe I can get it. Right there. Hopefully it's not too dark. Yep. So the floor is pushed up right there. It's awesome. So I'm gonna have to pull the carpet up and take care of that. But the other thing is these seat belts are not oriented properly. I have one seat belt that's oriented properly, and it's this rear left. This is a normal seat belt. The other three are dumb. Oh, and then these, I just pulled these off. These are my A-pillars, which I'm really happy that they're in good shape, even though it looks like water got to them at some point. So they were separated, and this was just, excuse me, just kind of hanging out. It was tucked under the headliner, and it looked like crap. So I took that out, and then obviously removed these. I am just going to glue these back. I'm not going to try to recover these. I might try to clean these up a bit with just some water and a clean microfiber towel. I think I've made some pretty good progress. It's cleaned. I treated the leather, even though it still is in the condition it's in. Whatever. Trying. I think it looks better than it did. And then, yeah, I mean, overall, let me put the light on here because it's dim. It's a pretty clean car. I mean, it's not like a prime example, but it's decent. I mean, $2,500, runs and drives, gets into boost pretty good sometimes, whenever it feels like it. I found a few things that were somewhat interesting when I was underneath the car. The first thing is both boots on the front axles, both interior boots that are at the transmission. No good. The second thing is that for the transmission mounts, both of them have one bolt each. So maybe that's where some of my vibes are coming from. I plan on replacing all that stuff anyhow, but it's just kind of interesting. Hopefully, I think the car will have like a pretty quick little transformation. At least it won't be such a bucket. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching.